Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down from the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Penny. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most of Heard this by now is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Well, it was the big run that got him down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 29, Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Taking it about the 16. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Murray now on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play fake. Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd and 8 coming up. On play action, it's Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Murray. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
2nd and 11.
McCaffrey on the counter. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play fake, Mayfield.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. Return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Murray. That ball caught by Slayton. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
17's Mike 17. Watch the slant.
To throw is Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Murray off play action. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. But he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. For Marshall, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Mayfield with it once more. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mayfield.
Bulldozes past him. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing, Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to Slayton. A gain of 6 there on first. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
All you got to do is
touchdown, Cardinals. Rashad Penny, 48 yards. And the Cards have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Mayfield
off the play fake.
Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Space to run past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rashad Penny, 33 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. Four fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And Marshall's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Check, 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 check. 25.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, You can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Got a man, Slayton. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First carry for James Conner. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it had